Hey guys, welcome back to the channel name pending. I'm Manny, and today we are reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix, Season 1, Episode 5, Spirited Away. Not to be confused with the legendary Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away, though I do wonder if that's an intentional reference. When last we left our heroes, we have just left Omashu and continue our journey to the North Pole. I'm assuming this is the episode where Aang visits the spirit world for the first time. Nothing much more to say other than for me to ask you to please consider subscribing to the channel. We'd really love to have you. And with that out of the way, let's just get into it. Shit. Right into it. Oh yes. I've been waiting for some good boomerang action. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. It's just so nostalgic, you know? I can't get over how well designed the Fire Nation armor is. It looks just like the cartoon.
Ice discs? That's new?
It's something I saw the Earthbenders do.
Oh.
Your bending has gotten really sharp. I mean, you've been inventing new moves.
I love it when the bending styles take inspiration from each other.
Even without Sokka's tragic dating attempts.
Hey, how was I supposed to know she was a Fire Nation soldier?
Look, we need to keep our guard up.
Assuming that just happened off screen. Yes. Okay, so almost definitely we're meeting Heibai in this episode. So maybe this is also the same episode where we get the first present-day mention of Sozin's Comet. Spirited Away really is a clever name.
Fire Nation.
I don't know who else you expected. Gosh, Momo is so effing cute.
She looks very brave. Does she have a name? Maybe we can come up with one for her. How about Pippin Paddleopsicopolis? The third.
It was almost where we'd never get that reference. The fact that it comes from Sokka though is interesting.
We're not here to cause trouble. She was just scared.
He always looks so out of place. Any new area or village they come into.
We know what it is like to live in fear. But this is something deeper. Something beyond this world.
Sounds like a job for the Avatar.
You're right. Your people are beyond this world.
Did he just activate spirit world senses or something?
So someone saw ice in a place where no ice should exist? Most people would call that unusual, wouldn't they, Lieutenant G? Unless they were an idiot.
Zuko, you need to stop antagonizing your crew. This guy's definitely gonna betray him to Zhao.
Working with no support in a forgotten little corner of the world, and yet he found the Avatar.
I am so here for all this extra Ozai and Azula content. Scenes.
And Azula. Zhao didn't discover the Avatar, Zuko did. He's the one who displayed resilience. That's what I expect from a future heir. Not self-serving flattery and coy whispers.
Interessante. Very much like Ozai to pit his children against each other. And obviously that's only going to just increase Azula's resentment of Zuko.
So you think the forest is one of these thin places? I don't think it. I feel it. And I believe the fires weaken the barrier even more.
Also, Aang in the cartoon knows very, very little about the spirit world and how to interact with it.
It's my responsibility. I need to get to the north so I can save the waterbenders. But I also need to help these people so they don't lose their homes and the ones they love.
Yeah, showing live action Aang is a lot more stoic and serious than his cartoon counterpart. Don't know how I feel about it. Because I've always felt like that was something that cartoon Aang grew into.
Katara?
Like he didn't... Oh shit. Oh, I'm so ready to see the spirit world. To see the spirits.
We watch over Aang. Once his spirit
I
crosses
wonder
over,
if
his body will be vulnerable.
we'll
We
also
protect
see
him.
Roku in this episode.
Sokka, I think it worked.
How did she know? Does she see him?
Katara?
What?
What is happening?
I don't know. I separated my spirit from my body, but somehow I brought you guys with me.
How is that possible?
Oh, that's new.
We're in the spirit world.
Huh. Yeah, that's definitely new. Oh my gosh. June? Am I wrong? Am I right?
I heard some waterbenders might have been around these parts not long ago.
Never mind.
Did you see them?
I just remember he met June in a tavern.
Perhaps this will help.
That was so awkward.
Now, did you see the waterbenders?
Nope.
No.
But the Avatar, what those pirates said.
No, it wasn't the pirates. It was that canyon guy. He said Avatar fought off some canyon crawlers.
It seems they've heard about the Avatar.
Wow. The volcano, the canyon, those just all happened off screen, huh? Fair play. I think everyone universally dislikes the Great Divide anyway, so
There's blood in the water now.
nothing lost there.
Help me!
Yes! I was kind of right. Dude, she looks she looks like if you ripped June right out of the cartoon.
Don't die, you idiot. I only get half if you die.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, well, I should kind of...
Low life. Big talk for a little boy. I'll let it pass because your dad's kind of cute.
Nyla looked awesome too, by the way.
None of you belong in here.
Who said that?
No human belongs in this realm.
That is one big birdie.
I am no birdie. I am the spirit of knowledge itself.
What are you doing here?
Aang, who are you talking to?
What do you mean?
They do not hear what you hear.
Yeah, you're the bridge. But why are you here and not, you know, in your library?
The birdie's not gonna eat us, is it?
That should be the least of his worries.
Like, I'm assuming this is Wan Chi
Creatures in
Tong,
here-
who, by the way, wasn't introduced in the cartoon until season 2. So this is a great sort of setup for that future plot line.
There are things in here that will reveal truths to humans. Truths they're never prepared to
Now the
face.
effects are so good.
And remember, stay
I still don't
on the
understand why
path.
he's here though. Like, can he just leave the library? I mean, I guess so. Classic. Oh, she has orange.
That was intense.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was such a nerd out moment. So she starts out with regular fire. Is her like intense
Azula,
drive
you're the best.
to be better than Zuko, is that going to be the factor that like causes her fire to become blue? Because oh, okay, so they're really emphasizing the perfectionist trait of her character, or her efforts to become perfect. Because when we meet her in the cartoon, she kind of already is perfect. But I like that we get to see that part of her arc fleshed out.
June is a professional. If she fails, she doesn't get paid and she doesn't eat.
She's the best bounty hunter in the world, bro. You're lucky you ran into her. But back to the Washi Tong thing. I love that we met one Shi Tong, but we didn't get a reveal on who or what he was. So it acts as sort of like setup for when we meet him later in season 2. It's a nice little bit of early world building on the part of the writers.
Right.
Truth.
I'm not sure if having Katara and Sokka in the spirit world kind of diminishes the idea that Aang or the Avatar is supposed to be the bridge between both worlds. Oh, he looks so freaky. This is what, oh my god, this is what I mean by saying, like, they can make things so much more visually intense in the show. Because if you see Heibai in the cartoon, you're like, okay, whatever, it's a kid's show, you're not frightened by it, but that is some shit I'd be frightened of.
Hey, Skunky, why'd you pick on someone your own size?
Oh, say what you will about Sokka, but he's brave.
That didn't mean me.
Oof. Oh, this is how we get separated? Yeah. Almost forgot I could do that.
I hope you can recombobulate.
I gotta use that in the future. I hope you can recombobulate. When did this become a horror movie? What the fuck? No, I don't like that. Okay, we've gone into full Children of the Corn territory. Ooh, I don't like where this is going. We know that they filmed a full death scene for Kaya. God damn it. I don't want to see this. I really, really don't want to see this. Unless this is just a
Are you okay?
vision and not a flashback. Okay, I'm hoping this is just a vision. Yeah, Katara's gonna get lost.
Hide her.
This show hates me. Is this supposed to be the fog of lost souls that they're all trapped in right now? Or at least Katara? Because that's supposed to be its own place, right? And we don't even... That lore isn't introduced until, like, Legend of Korra, from what I remember.
Find the waterbender!
The fog of lost souls is where you're supposed to be trapped in your darkest memories. Which, obviously, this would be for Katara.
Katara, we have to get inside now. No, I'm not going.
I don't want to see this.
Hide. Whatever you do, don't come out.
Where's the waterbender?
So this is the part where she says,
It's me. I'm the waterbender.
it's so fucked up that Katara had to witness that. What in... Oh god, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Is that Ko? Oh, fuck, that actually scared me. Well, Katara would have no idea not to keep her face neutral or expressionless.
Dad?
Hakoda! Oh, is that some kind of, like, baptism ritual?
To Sokka. To my son.
Sure looks like Hakoda.
You did make it exciting, though.
Bato!
You were cutting it a little closer
Hey,
on those icebergs,
Bato.
weren't
The thing is, sorry, not, like, to go back to the previous moment, the dude actually sees Katara, which is why he recognizes her later when Katara confronts him. So I don't know about the fact that he doesn't see her in this version. But I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run.
The truth is, not everyone is meant to have people's lives in their hands.
I was wondering why we brought Katara and Sokka into the spirit world. Now it makes sense. Just gotta give them some good old character development.
Give in to your despair.
Okay, so we're really making Ko a horror movie villain, which he should be.
Home.
Oh boy.
What have we here? Someone who can resist? That can't be possible. It's my old friend, the Avatar.
Do I know you?
Stealing the face of someone you love.
But you know all about stealing, don't you?
Oh god. He's properly horrifying. And you got the monkey.
Your friends?
I guess a baboon.
Why would I let you play with
How does he
my
know not
food?
to make any expression? Unless this version of Ko doesn't do that. Is this his home? Oh.
Gyatso?
You finally made it!
Now in the spirit world, this could actually be Gyatso.
This isn't real. It can't be.
No, never mind. He would have...
I know it's hard to believe, but it's really me.
I don't know if I can trust it, but we know that Iroh lives in the spirit world after he passes on. So I can definitely see Gyatso having made it to the spirit world, but...
Hey!
If this is some sort of trap, it's gonna feel so bad, man. I really hope this is Gyatso.
Cheater.
Aww.
After you left the Southern Air Temple, the Firebenders.
Hey, it looks like this is
It was
Gyatso.
sudden and swift.
It's so nice.
You chose not to move on to the next stage of enlightenment? Why?
Because
Is he waiting for you?
you would need me.
I do need you.
Yeah, Aang could have really used some advice from Gyatso.
That is the fog of lost souls. A place that imprisons people in their darkest memories.
I love that we're pulling from Legend of Korra lore. I mean, technically it's all Avatar lore, but like that was a concept that was introduced in the sequel show.
Cole will hold them there until he's ready to feed.
That's disgusting.
I need to talk to Roku.
Yes, you do.
Contact
Yes, you
Avatar
do.
Kyoshi
Please.
at her shrine.
I want to meet Roku so badly.
Temple is in the Fire Nation.
Ah, yes. Okay, so that's where we get this information.
I'll be back.
Oh, I can't wait for that episode.
You couldn't have done anything if you'd stayed with us.
Oh.
You couldn't have stopped the Fire Nation.
Yeah, he needs to hear this.
You couldn't have prevented.
Feels a lot of guilt.
You
like, realistically, what would you've done?
It's not your fault. So, let go.
Man.
Can we talk about it when I get back?
Of course.
That look said, I don't think he's gonna get back. This is such a good scene, bro.
The past, the future, it all gets mixed up.
I know Gordon's a very new actor, but I think that might have been one of his better scenes so far.
We tell ourselves we are the problem.
Oh, you could see a little hint of blue in there, I think. Interesting face paint.
And the darkest of nights.
That was Avatar The Last Airbender on Netflix, Season 1, Episode 5, Spirited Away. The most important thing right off the bat is we got a Pippin Pedalopsicopolis III reference, and with that I can die happy. It seems with this episode, they mashed up all the Spirit World episodes into one, which is following the trend of combining different plot lines into single episodes due to time constraints, like with Jet and the Freedom Fighters and Omashu. I'm not too sure how I feel yet about Sokka and Katara being able to enter the spirit world so easily, though. That's supposed to be a pretty rare thing. Like, even Tenzin would later spend his whole life struggling with this connection to the spirit world. I understand why they did it. They wanted to have Katara and Sokka go on their own little spirit world journeys, so I mean, fair enough. We got to see Katara's backstory, which was horrible. Not in a this sucks kind of way, but in a holy shit that was traumatizing way. And I think it's pretty cool that Sokka already went through that trial as a child, so they don't have to cover that in the show. They kind of did something similar by having those little Easter egg mentions of things like the pirates, the fortune teller episode, and the Great Divide. Most of which was filler material that, while nice to have, understandably didn't make the cut for the live action. I do hope we get to see the full Wan Shi Tong episode in the future, though, because the library was one of my favorite settings, and it would be a shame to lose that. It seems that Azula is not spared from Ozai's abuse. She just gets it in a different way. Ozai pretty much put her in her place, which is interesting, because in the show, or in the cartoon, he favors her while he hates Zuko, whereas here he's praising Zuko while putting her down. Of course, I would not at all be surprised if that was intentional on his part, pitting his kids against each other and driving Azula to become the cold perfectionist that we meet in Season 2 as a result of her insecurity. Angrily needed to hear someone say that he wasn't at fault for what happened with the Fire Nation. He's been hearing from everyone how he abandoned his duty, abandoned the world, but realistically, what could he have done? He was a 12-year-old kid thrust into a role that most adults would be overwhelmed by. And then the world ended when he just happened to go out for a moment to clear his head. I'm very happy they included Gyatso in this episode to tell him that. And it seems with the end of this episode, we are getting an adaptation of the Swamp episode, with Aang leaving to find a way to help his friends, which more than likely means that we'll meet the Blue Spirits next episode, what with those little bits of Zuko and Zhao not being up to no good at the end there. Just gonna jump into the next episode right away. By the time you see this, in fact, I should be be close to being done with the show. So if you like this video, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel, drop a like, let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments, and I will see you in the next.